It's a bit of a challenge because we are seniors. Every step you do, you're learning something and it becomes better and better.
Doing it will not be a piece of cake because all the limbs are hardened. You need to limber that much. Yeah.
The confidence level is there when you hit the top. Then you know you can do it.
So, what's your experience with climbing?
In my younger days, when I was used to climb trees,
I remember when I was in primary school, I climbed a lot of trees. Because in my neighborhood, there were a lot of fruit trees.
Well, that's at least a start. Maybe some training will help. Today, we plan to do just that at the Rock School. Lead instructor Nina, tell us how.
So it's a 10 weeks program where like 9 days for training and then 1 day for the sports climbing level 1 course.
And what is this process going to be like?
So from like day 1 till day 10, we introduce the participants how to do rock climbing progressively. On day 10, they should be able to top rope belay and then show how to do auto belay climbing.
Sounds like a plan to jump right into, or a plan to jump right up to? Let's hear from the trainees.
My heart is pounding. We come to know of this event through Gym Tonic.
She invited me actually.
这是第一次因为我不喜欢运动的。
First time they asked me whether I'm interested in this rock climbing. For me, it's a big shock, a surprise. I never done before. I really have no confidence.
So first of all, please welcome Auntie Dolly.
Hi, I'm Dolly Lim. I'm 67 and I do rock climbing. I started climbing at about age 50 where I have back aches. Back then, my daughter was a climber. She saw me stretching and said, why don't you go and stretch on the wall?
Strong. About first clip will do.
You want me to stop? You let me know, yeah?
The last one. I'll tension the rope up. She can sit back and relax. You see? Look at her legs, straighten up. At any point of time, she's not going to go anywhere. Because of the device that is locking up the rope, and then I'll bring her down. Coming down?
You coming down?
Yes. Walk on the wall, and then that's how it works. You see?
My name is Richard Tan, and I'm already 66 years old. So when I retired, I was looking around for different types of sports. And I came here and I noticed there was this wall here, the big wall. So I decided to sign up to try this sports, and I got sort of like a hook to it, you know. Dolly and Richard, they are very experienced mentors. They really inspire us to keep ourselves more comfort and confident how to climb up step by step.
What I feel about today's seniors is like I'm so surprised that everybody are very interested. Like I see like a lot of them like really up for the challenge.
It was, for me, scary. I think I only did 2 times up, the easy ones. And then another one, the harder one, I just did halfway and asked to be lowered down. The fact that we have this group of seniors, you know, who are doing the same thing, you know, for usually the first time in our life, and cheering each other, encouraging each other.
They actually perform better than what we expected, both in terms of their physical ability as well as their can-do attitude. They're also very bubbly and very friendly. We really like them.
When the first time I reached the top, I was so excited and overwhelmed with, my ability. And I looked down and kept shouting at my trainer to come and take a picture of me.
After a few sessions, our climbers begin having, addressing, and overcoming their fears.
I have fear because of the height. And so many years I never climbed on a ladder
or even try on the rock climbing.
I myself actually don't know why am I scared of height until when I travel in the MRT with those very steep escalator. I won't dare to step onto it all by myself. I will wait for people to come in and to be there, then I'll be at the back of them, then I feel safer.
Everybody have their own, fears and apprehension. And there was only Kim who told me that she was really frightened when she was up there.
When I was up there on my own, my body was so afraid to let go. And I was like hanging on for dear life.
The first time is letting go, it's difficult, yeah, because it's like a free fall.
Just driving onto the rocks, not letting go. And I felt that it was akin to being afraid to let go, being afraid to die.
Actually, I'm very scared. My heart was really pumping.
And when I came down, I recalled that my heart was beating so fast. It's like as though, my heart is coming out like that. I guess it's everything, the tension, the relief that I made it.
I've noticed some of the seniors, they have a little bit of fear, and that is natural because this is something we first started doing it. And I assume that after a few more climbs, they will get used to it. Normally, I try to give them some encouragement. They have to trust the system, like, the belayer, the ropes. After a few attempts, they overcome it.
After these rock climbing activities, I feel I'm much more confident in especially taking the escalator, going up the lift.
It's the mindset. People say you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. The first step is to go for it, and try it. I'm sure they will succeed.
Getting the hang of it is just one small step on the big wall. Isn't that right, John?
And telling myself that I think the first time you hit the top, the whole morning you're okay, It's only when you hit the top, and it is where it's a big stumbling block. So I told myself I must hit the top. The confidence level is there when you hit the top. Then you can do it.
But even with confidence and courage, you still need that certain level of physicality to climb the wall, especially as age progresses. Right, Brian?
I used to do rock climbing when I was in my teens and early 20s, but I hadn't done it for 50 years or more. And bearing in mind the muscles and the joints are 50 years older, and they've not always been cooperating.
I believe that now I still not being able to understand how to be efficient in how I use my strength.
So rock climbing is like you exercise your full body and also like your mind. Like when you're climbing, you are like solving a puzzle, and everybody climbs differently. Technically, like you make use of your neck, your arms, your leg, your core, your limbs to be able to reach to the top.
Of course, if you're not used to it, you may get this.
It's my first time rock climbing, and this is what I got.
Yikes! Wear those war trophies proudly, Kim.
It challenges my muscles, improves strength or builds strength in my limbs, and also improves my coordination, my balance, and my flexibility.
Rock climbing is a form of exercise where you use all your muscles that you can think of. I always think that for muscles, you must make use of it. If not, you'll lose it.
Wise words from Dolly. Now, the seniors are headed to Changi Airport Terminal 3 to put their rock climbing skills to the test on an unfamiliar playing field.
We are at climb at T3. Behind me, that's the wall.
Time to check in on the seniors on this uphill battle of sorts.
This one much achievable because we have a very tough training at Tampines that train us to be more skillful.
Today I did about 8 times of different ranges. I'm practicing on how to fall gracefully and not disgracefully.
I'm much more confident in coming down, letting go and coming down.
It's refreshing to have to be able to climb at new places.
The first time I went up all the way, second time, it took me a long time to catch my breath after the climb though. So don't overlook the fact that I need to rest or take it easy as you climb. Right, so learning process all the way.
Seniors go, truly. Now that they have gotten the hang of climbing walls and trusting the system, onwards to the next thing they need to learn, becoming part of the system and belaying their friends. Even if they scale the wall by themselves, they will need to learn how to support and be supported by one another.
Okay, so remember, you must always wait first. Don't let it faster go. Do not wait for it to come down first. Let the rope run. Open the back. Stay down. Outlet.
May I climb? Climb when you're ready. Climb on.
Lower.
We need to learn belaying your friends. My weight and my size is much more smaller than my partner. So this is what I am also very worried. Can I belay him? But then the coach told me that don't worry, he will teach us how to use the scale to belay somebody that is heavier and bigger than you.
You don't just simply do something together with another person, but you put your safety in the hands of another person. That safety is realized in practice. That really is a good part of bond building.
But there's definitely more to just that when it comes to building bonds, right?
I do find there's a great deal of encouragement. There's a lot of, yeah, go for it. Yeah, you've just got to get your right foot into the next position, and we're really egging them on. And I think that's part of the camaraderie of a group like this.
And through this camaraderie and effort that everyone has put in to reach the top, they finally earned this.
Getting certification from the Singapore Sports Climbing Certification, Level 1.
Since we are already a certified Level 1 belayer, so we are looking forward to do it for our friends, for our invited guests, our family members.
I'll ask my married children, plus their spouses, and my 2 grandkids to come along for the climbing.
The day has finally come. After a series of tiring yet gratifying 9 sessions, overcoming challenges and attaining new heights, the seniors must now use this knowledge and help their family and friends climb the very same walls they climbed at the very start of their journey. Also goes without mentioning, MP for Tampines, Mr. Bae Yam King, attends the finale and shares some encouragement.
Rock climbing is not something that we associate with senior citizens. Hopefully, it's something that they will continue doing. Active aging is not just about physical health, it's also about psychological health, mental health. So how do we find ways to keep ourselves active? The Game Foundation is doing a good job in terms of initiating programs with community partners to expose seniors to new things, something that they can learn and hopefully do it more regularly as part of their aging journey.
Today is actually your family member, your friend, one of 10 seniors who has gone through our program who will be keeping you safe on the wall. So maybe a round of applause for them.
My friends are enjoying themselves.
I was invited by a friend here, and I feel the scene seems to be very good.
So today is the first time we tried to do rock climbing with my dad, and we are very proud of him for being able to do this, to overcome the past 10 weeks.
She's encouraging below and then she belayed me. I have total confidence. That's why I gave her a lot of tips. Yeah.
He was my man downstairs holding the rope. So I trust in him, which is very important, right?
Today I pick up my son and my 2 grandchildren. They love it, they managed to climb. They were surprised. It wasn't so tough after all.
This is my first time rock climbing. It's very hard. I managed to climb some rocks. I couldn't pull myself up the wall.
When we were here, we thought that we are seeing my dad climb. So, but we didn't know that he was actually trying to belay us instead.
I think this is where the training we've had over the last 10 weeks has paid off, because Bill is the heaviest person I have been with.
Other side, I don't have much expectation on them because we don't have much seniors climbers except Richard. So I have no idea also like how will the seniors can cope, like whether they physically can cope with the rock climbing or not. They proved me that I'm wrong. Seniors can climb.
I don't think I would embark on such an initiative on my own. No way, because I just can't imagine myself climbing and making it. So really, it's thanks to this initiative, this breakthrough from Lane Foundation that I realized that I can climb.
Thanks to the Lane Foundation to organize all this. So we have the chance to come out and experience this. I think we won't do it on our own.
Many lessons have been learned here. Building confidence, new skills, intergenerational communication, overcoming fear, building bonds, and the greatest of all is that once you look past the limits, anything is possible, regardless your age.
Growing old shouldn't be a lonely journey. Grow old in our community, among our friends and people that we are familiar with.